Yes, you read that right. What the Penlid Mafioso did in 2022. Very important year for this channel. Not only was it my only active year of the channel, RIP 2025, fuck you guys, but it was a year I finished secondary school and went to sixth form. Fucking horrible place. But more importantly for this, it is one of 3 years that I've tracked what anime I've watched that year. A handy dandy list that I did have in front of me. I wrote this months ago. This handy dandy list that I have in front of me, has every single anime and anime movie I watched. I lied on this list, to be honest. But not the rating, obviously. Firstly, the videos. Starting in January and ending when the Chainsaw Man video came out, this was my most active my channel has been, just ever. And instead of being lazy and reviewing them from memory, I'm going to actually watch them. First of all, there's a video I do regret, mainly for the title, and that is my Jujutsu Kaisen video. Why I wouldn't recommend Jujutsu Kaisen? Wow. A stupid title, yeah, but makes sense in context, kinda. First thoughts, the audio is ass, and the glaze is clear. I'm pushing agendas, and I have no care for visual quality. The pauses weren't cut. And I mentioned Mei, not the bad guy. It's been a while since I watched a Mei video, to be honest. I've always loved keeping in bloopers because I don't have blooper reels. But man, I have gotten way better at reading the script. But my analysis of the show is good, kinda. I was correct about Kenjaku being weaker than Sukuna, but I was also correct about getting stronger being about cursed energy control, and instead of, and abilities. And also, the yellow subs were that early? Yes, sir. I'm using them in a current video. Basically, its quality was ass. And then there's my own speech. It's distractingly bad. It must have been a while, but it felt so off. It just a disgusting watch in terms of confidence and script reading. The editing style is simple, and yet ignores visual quality. The jokes are somewhat convoluted, and it's chock full of references. Still do the references shit. It is a cute first attempt, and eventually became something beautiful. It's a very difficult watch, though. So, 5 out of 10. The greatest glaze of 2022. I love Raoul. I still miss him every day. He's not dead as far as I know, and I see him online every now and again, and I've seen him online every day for the past 5 days, playing Honey Pop. I see you, bro. I hope you're doing okay. America ain't doing so good. The editing is definitely a step up. Using gameplay as background footage was legitimately my last thing I did on that video. I was editing to a black background, and it was my first time using Premiere Pro. The audio leveling was pretty bad, but it was new software, and my script reading was very, very poor. There is weird pauses. It's not even a step up, but it's fun to glaze Raoul. 5 out of 10. Chinibyo 1. This video is my benchmark. I always think about this being where I peaked, and seeing as it was so early, I'm very upset. But I know this isn't the truth. I peaked as of September 1st, 2024. There's a few fun visual jokes in there. Some got me to actually be creative. It's far from what I expected. Yet again, the audio quality wasn't the best, and I was wearing my brother's child's Wilbur Soot hoodie, which is great. I had a baby afro, which, was definitely not even. And the script also wasn't the greatest. I was onto something, but having to involve season 2 and being confused about why it doesn't line up, and still putting whatever I could justify into the script was kind of bad, to be honest. I was fully expecting this to be a much major step up from my Glaze video, but it's not. Probably my best of this era, though. It's not. 6 out of 10. Toradora. Yeah, again, the audio quality was ass. Then the editing, it's not as bad as I thought. Most of the video has things going on, but that might just be because the conclusion takes up like a third of the video. It also has the Discord typing joke, which was kind of fun. It has a little bit of creativity in there. Other than that, it is a bad video. It is biased through hatred. I hate the anime, I hate the thing, but it is a 3 out of 10. Momoshika Tensei. So, I lied about Chinibyo being the best. The audio quality bro, to be honest, the audio quality, it makes such a big difference, man. You don't understand how euphoric it was. But yeah, the music is poorly leveled. And I said it had good world building, but I still don't understand, what makes good world building. So, I'm a character analyst, so... This also had my final Bastard Mojito reference. I'll get one this year. Trust me, I'll get one. I'm talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, so it'll probably come up. I also criticised this show for something I would later backtrack on because fuck censorship. I'm genuinely so glad for the audio difference. I felt like giving it a 7 out of 10, but it is pretty well written review. The editing was pretty good as well. If I made videos like this weekly, I'd be okay with my life, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. And then Gojo vs. Toji. I just wanted to talk about one of my favorite battle systems in shonen, and Prime Toji versus Gojo I still believe is something we should talk about. People don't really, they're like, oh my god, he'd wipe. Let me focus on editing with manga panels. It is a poor editing display, however. I spent 3 hours trying to make a blue to red color gradient on Premiere Pro. Never doing that again. I would just fucking find one online. Also, the fucking confidence speaking dropped, but I was reading off script, and it wasn't a hard video to grasp. And due to some really good writing, I was able to predict that Toji would be immune to domain expansions. Just watch that video. I'm very proud of that. I didn't predict that he'd be immune to being caught in a domain expansion. I said that he would be immune to the sure hit effect because he doesn't have a cursed energy signature. Didn't know you need one to be caught, so 5 out of 10 for that one. And then my Bunny Girl Senpai review, where I found masks. Incredibly unique video, and it's got a very special place in my heart because of that masks. I mostly relied on clips and the edits placed upon them, and I love it for that, to be honest. The script, however, is very weak. One of my weakest. This is a poorer review than the Mushoku Tensei one, despite me parroting other people's talking points in that Mushoku Tensei one. And I just explained the plot over weirdly edited clips, inspired by Maxwell, but not inspired enough. And then yet another Wilbur thing at the start. I also wore cat ears for the entirety of the ending, so it was pretty good. I would watch it, but I'd be less proud of this if I uploaded something like this weekly. So 6 out of 10. And then my Chainsaw Man one. So it was 11:47 PM on January 3rd, 2026, currently 28th, 10:17. So I went onto YouTube and I watched it. And I got a May Not the Bad Guy reference right after using my friend's as audio clip. Yeah. I was very messy with the way I was speaking, and the style of the video was just oof. And then obviously keeping in my own cough was a step down. The audio quality was bad, but I don't know whether it was better than the original because I didn't compare. Like the original ass audio quality, and then the light bit of music use, followed by a joke that I laughed at, well, chuckled at. It was me spoiling the manga and going, shit, it's funny. And then saying, ugh, about dollars got me to chuckle as well. I referenced Fact Fiend with that band name thing, and then my refusal to retake a line despite me not being able to breathe. It absolutely reeks of Meti, and to the way I'm speaking, the Darkness Devil, something I still think about quite often to this day. And the fact that this video starts off so stylish and then gets creative with its storytelling is just why? It's so beautiful, man. But I'm glazing. It's not that good. It's not my best work from presentation to overall editing to the script. I think it does a better job than just describing the events, but it's still kind of poor. But the storytelling and the creative editing that fills this video makes me think it's fire. It is the best one of all my 2022 videos, but not enough to go up a number grade 6 out of 10. I watched 24 seasons of anime and 8 movies. Shout out Kobe, the Denver Offender. I think I should shout out the ones I remember the best. Heaven's Feel is an insane thing to start the years off with. Oh, Heaven's Feel is fucking good. And then Mushoku Tensei was a big one. I think this was when I was sick. Yeah, I was sick. That was disgusting. I was physically sick when I watched that. Today's menu for the Emiya family gets mentioned by me at least once a month. Like in real life. I mentioned it the other day. That's how yeah, I think about it a lot. I rewatched Bunny Girl Senpai. Yeah, I did. I do that every chance I get. I watched it like 3 times this year, I swear. No, 5 times. It was insane. Kizu Monogatari is something I won't ever forget, especially for how it treats versus how the manga is. And I got Otori right here. Hello, Adeko. Stays on my PC because I need to remember it exists. And then Back in Monogatari was fire. CP Edges is always going to be top tier. And then there's Chainsaw Man is the final anime I watched that year. I forgot to mention Cowboy Bebop, but I don't really remember much from it. I also watched Love is War Season 2 and 3. I can't really comment on these anime. So here's your quick cut tier list based on what I watched in 2022. Entirely based on my MAL, which I made after the fact. So there you go. So first of all, this is the list of anime I watched in 2022, and even though looking at it now it looks wrong, I'm going to trust 2022 me over 2025 me. It's currently the 4th of December. So, here we go, our yearly tier list, and obviously for 2022, 26 images. It's missing Bunny Girl Senpai, Dreaming Girl, and Ghost Stories, because I've already, they're already on this motherfucker. Fire. One of the peak anime. Blue Period. I gave it a 7. I remember because I made a video on this, if you guys have watched that. Brand New Animal. We aren't friends, so I'm not going to call it by its name. I was going to put it in 5, to be honest. Carol and Tuesday. Another 6. I'm going to put it above Brand New Animal, because fuck Brand New Animal. Funnily enough, Cowboy Bebop's right up next. So, but yeah, and I'm going to put this in 9 already, because I assume... Oh, I give it an 8. That's disrespectful. Oh, yeah. CP edges. Well, nah, the visuals and CP edges. Look, it's another one I don't need to think about. I give it an 8? What am I disrespecting? Who am I disrespecting? Yeah, put that bitch Dragon Maid S. A 7. Yeah, no, I get that. I probably think it's better than... It's a Kyoto Animation show. It's the only one that I've rated. One of the only ones I've rated below an 8. I give it a 7. It's better than Spirit, I can admit that. But yeah, it's cute. The only time I love watching Shiro Emiya do his thing. Honestly, I might get the light novels. Or manga. It's manga, right? Oh, I give it an 8. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It is that good. Okay. I don't think I've reviewed Hana. Hana Monogatari is my least favorite book out of the entire series, and you'd be surprised because it's about basketball. But yes, that book. Ooh. I'm gonna put it there. I give it an 8. Yeah, don't lie to yourself. Get on the top there, bro. Almost clicked on Fate Zero. 2 goes ahead of 1. Now show me 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In fact, it goes to the top because of what they did to Zoken. Which Kizu movie did I put at 9? Kizu 1. Because movie 2 is insane. Movie 2 is good. Let's not kid ourselves. If Cuckoo Lane's fight against Assassin is in movie 2, then movie 2 is better than movie 2. But movie 3 must be a 9, right? Let's have a look. Movie 3 was good. No, okay. Movie 3, yet again. I think movie 3 gets to be ahead. On top. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Also, Emiya dies, so. It gets to be above Brand New Animal. I don't remember much good about it, which I gave an 8, obviously. Fuck me, my 8s are stacked. Obviously, season 3 is better. No. Now we have a bunch of Monogatari. Neko Black. This is why grabbing your own list is insane, but yeah, I'd put it... Why is it better than... Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, that makes sense. Nisei was fucking fire. Trying to remember. No, Nisei had that scene with Karen. I'll just slot it in there. The movies are just too good, to be honest. Next up is Romantic Killer, which will be a 6. I think because it started off mid. Let's have. It started off mid and then got better. And last but not least, especially not least, is the Monogatari 2nd season. And I gave it an 8. Now, what happens in this? So I did watch Koi. Guys, I think I lied. I think I lied in this because I didn't watch Koi. I didn't watch Koi. You know why? No, I didn't watch Koi. No, I did watch Koi. Because I've specifically got that image of that fuck-ass nonce at the bottom of those stairs staring up at Kaiki. But was that just because I thought about it so much? Oh my god, whatever. Yes, I've watched this. This one's fire. No, not the fucking... I haven't... Yeah, it's very good. It's got Otori in it, and sadly 2023 Marcus. It's the closest I can get. It's the closest I could get. my 2022 video. Honestly, it's a great look back at where I started during a period where I needed to figure out where to go next. Although I can't really have a top 10 anime or the stats of what I watched, which I found most interesting to write my 2024 video, I can have this good look back. I feel like I've grown so far as a creator, even though I've never been consistent in any aspect. I'm glad I'm more confident with a microphone. I'm glad I have a sense of what I want to. And look, I've been through so much stuff these past 3 years that man wouldn't even realize that any of it happened if I said I was at the university he wanted to attend. Well, that's it. I'm done. It's 2026 when this releases. My series, recorded in January to February 2023, is coming out. It's coming out right now as I record this, and finishes a whole 3 years after that final recording was done. I'm exactly where I want to be for the foreseeable future. I'll see you guys when I see you. No more looking back. Goodbye.